y'all doing on this? It's Saturday morning, right? It's Saturday? Yes, it is. It is Saturday. Hello, everyone. Clearing my throat a little bit. Let's see. Hi, Frostblitz. Hi, C-Dash. Hi, Vector. Hi, Plasma. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Steedius. Hooray for randos waking you up at 5 a.m. Oof. Oof. Hi, Glade Bloom. Hi, Plasma. Vector, I think you need to take a chill pill. I think you need to take a chill pill and step back a bit. I'm like 90% sure Steedius is talking about randos waking them up IRL. That they're not saying that the stream woke them up. You gotta cool off a bit, man. Take a couple steps back, take a chill pill. Morning. Hi, Autumn Breeze. Turning in soon. I just feel sleepy mean to yesterday. Want to hang out for a bit. Get some sleep. Definitely get some sleep. Hi, Sweet Cream Scoops. It is the weekend. If only I didn't work weekends. Hi, Marks. Saturday evening where you are. I see. You've been up since 6 a.m. Y'all are, I'm assuming, not purposefully early riders. How are y'all? I gotta figure out, so there's 2 more bosses that we need to fight 5 times total, so we've already beaten once. We need to fight them 4 more times. Or defeat them 4 more times, not just fight them. They both have cheats, so I don't know which one to go for first. They just seem annoying. Ah, well, we can get into the game and then figure that out, I think. There we go. Went to bed around 10:45 p.m. It's a little over 6 hours. Let's see. Yeah, you got a full 7 hours of sleep. Good. I was sick because every work day, unfortunately. I'd like to get up that early every day, even when I don't work, because it just lets me get more done. Check this real quick. Man, some of these cost a lot of fucking orbs. Oh, I'll make the filters by your own school. Oh, that makes life so much easier. You're killing me? When you're kidding me? Yeah, that makes life so much easier that you can filter by school. Show no effect. Or has an ice spell or a storm spell. This seems very complicated. Unfortunately, the Gray Man Golem is at the top of a tower. We can try to do the Hierophant, but like, you gotta, I hate when you have to grind bosses and have such complex cheats. Okay, so it's over in the Black Lagoon. I'm gonna be scared. Well, I think you see a blame pretend you're doing things while you're too mentally fatigued to focus on anything. That is not what I'd call a good time. Okay, so the lady's over here at the school. You say so you could actually sleep unless last summer, where it was so hot you couldn't sleep. So inside your sheets, the heat made it hard to fall asleep. Well, I'm glad you're at least getting better sleep. idea what to even pack. Nobody's waiting for a team up, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, it's a Saturday morning and this is a boss you have to grind to get stuff. Oh wait, I have it on, hang on, I have it on. There you go, farming. Yeah, I have no idea what I should pack for that fight. I should have at least a deck ready to go, so if I get caught off guard. Pack my standard deck. Pack a fairly standard deck. There that is. And a frenzy. So look, it's something to work with if I suddenly get pulled in. I may not have stayed up until 3 a.m. the other night. Why? Why do you do this? Cease! I'll do some inventory sorting while I hope for a team up. I have no idea what VOD I first beat this lady, and if I knew, I checked to see what I did, and if I did it solo or with another person. Me when my chat is full of insomniacs. Bonk. Exactly. It seems you hate grinding. It's like the early Pokemon games, like Gold and Silver. I don't mind grinding the Pokemon games so much. At least it's repetitive and easy. It's like when you're grinding for Wizard101, the bosses have annoying fucking cheats, so it really complicates things. It could be one thing if it was just repetitive, because then I could just yap with you guys, but no. Okay, cancel. It's not my own school, so. Unfortunately, while this is like cool, that is drop. It's not actually the item I want, so. Those I should shove in my bank. High school, literally getting everything except what I want. Housing. So. I have no need for any of those. It didn't load in. I can't even see what the cream of chicken soup is. I can sell all these. You're seriously scheduled to watch me is what you do best? No! Don't watch me oversleep! If it's sleep time, then go the fuck to sleep! You fuckers! You've kind of been cheating in them using a Pokemon. You're Pokemon at a high level, we're controlling your game. Yeah, there's a difference between like grinding and it's drudgery or grinding and it's annoyingly complex and it's hard to get consistent results. I'll take the drudgery over the consistent results any day, Alex. Yeah, blocking Onyx. Desk school only. I don't use that. Okay, so which triangle gems do I use? Okay, 16% balance accuracy. Can't use those. Oh, it's mending pin. Yeah. Doot. Maybe not everyone can sleep on the sleep time. Well, watching me certainly doesn't help you do the sleep time. Watching me does the opposite of helping you do the sleep time. It keeps your eyeballs awake. It projects the blue light directly into your eyeballs, keeping you awake. Pretty sure I already have Vest of the Dawn. I'm gonna dump some stuff into my bank, and while I'm there, I'll double check if I already have Vest of the Dawn. I mean, I should. I don't see why I wouldn't. Blue light from the blue horse doesn't help you sleep. Exactly! Hi, Starfall. I'm doing alright. Annoyed by that there's nobody waiting for a team up for the stupid fucking grinding, but... Wait, why did items need to load in? All flowers are kind of nice, though. Oh, that's creeper chicken soup. Let me just dump stuff in my bank. Only thing you're grinding recently is pepper. Hi, Drake. So I do already have Vestment of the Dawn. Okay. Move that in. And closing items. You want me to hydrate? I can hydrate. I can hydrate. Even day goes week. Your dad only can play sleep after a cup of coffee. Yeah. I've never noticed stimulants really stopping me from falling asleep. I think it's an ADHD thing. Alright. After I see if I want to redeem anything from this guy. And there's still no one like teaming up. I'll see what happens if I try to battle on my own. Horse hydration, yes. Hi, Ezekiel. Mini streetcar. I wish there was a way to like let's see. conversion. So to see if there's any possible reason. I mean, higher pip conversion. That's less than that. Chill auto issues. Ah, shit. Okay, we got a team up. Cool. So fuck this. Hiya. What card should I bring? Or you? To support you guys as hitters, or I'm just gonna make a deck to support them as hitters. So just gonna make a real funky deck because I can, because no one can stop me. This is gonna be a real funky deck, but I don't care. We're gonna have fun with it. Oh, wait, I can pack this. Okay, hang on, I gotta keep trying. Wasn't quite ready. Okay. I don't see anything on the wiki that says you can't cast that shit.
Disobey the Skolamar. Okay, I'm missing the funky deck, yes. Hi, Christopher! Every time you get to leave someone working, that is how time zones work. How do you feel about black licorice? I am not much. Not much of a licorice gal, sorry. Don't I have more than just 2 outfits to wear? No? No, I don't? Why would I have more? At least not on stream.
Like, are you criticizing me for not having more outfits? You kind of worded that in a confrontational way. Like, if I want more outfits, I literally have to pay for someone to design and draw and rig them. That's a lot of fucking money, man. I don't think you know how VTubers work. And no, I'm not falling asleep. Maybe I lost my face tracking. If I have to look down at my keyboard to type, but the camera loses my face tracking, it kicks off my lost face tracking animation. Looks like I'm sleeping. Like a nicer way to ask that, Christopher, you could have just said, do you have any other outfits besides the 2 I've seen? Asking it like, don't you have more than just 2 outfits? Sounds like confrontational and judgy. You gotta... Well, you weren't asking very nicely. Okay, so that is not a hard pause. That is not a hard pause. Like, you could have asked nicer, Christopher. Like, the way you said it sounds like, don't you have more than just 2 outfits to wear? Like, it sounds like you're being judgy. It sounds like you're being judgy. Perhaps, Christopher, like, a nicer way to say it would have been like, do you have any other outfits besides the 2 I've seen? Because then you're just asking a question, purely information, and not sounding judgy. Bye, Autumn. Get some good sleep. Not even just licorice. Like, licorice in general has never been my thing. Alright. Gotta do a couple more of those. Gotta do that 3 more times, which isn't actually the worst. The worst. Hey, you want me to put my earrings on? I can put my earrings on. There you go, flippy flappy earrings. And you know, teammate shit? No, thankfully. I've made it to get 1 team up so far, and it went pretty easy. Went pretty well. It helps that the boss's cheats aren't as annoying as they look on the wiki. On the wiki, they look horrific. They are nice earrings, yes. Phrasing it as don't you makes it sound like you're expecting that to be the case and disappointed that it isn't. That's a good way of putting it, Glade Bloom. That's a really good way of putting it. Head back to Wizard City. While we wait for that team up. My health total is looking quite healthy, yes? Nice big number. I remember when I was a kid and like 3,000 health seemed like a lot. And do good on this. How many times do I have to tell you people you don't have to apologize for not being around? You guys don't have to apologize for not being around or for missing streams. Don't make me tap the sign. How many times do I have to remind you fuckers? Yes, good night. Go to bed. Just trying to see if there's a, like, let's see. Has the same damage as what I already have, so that's not too helpful. Storm, fire, death. Oh, hang on, these boots. No, mine are better. I already have that coat. Plus 28, I already have a better hat. Just seeing if there's like anything here I could possibly want. was 12 plus 12, so that's a total of like 24. I already have a 25. I wish these were like at all sorted. 12K is rookie numbers. I believe that's possible. I think that if you really, really tried, you could probably spec your health higher. Right now I'm specking for damage, so I definitely think if I was specking specifically for health, I could definitely go higher. I know, it's so, I feel bad. I know, it doesn't help I'm a gorilla streamer as well. I just stream whenever the fuck. That's interesting. Same crit chance. Oh, but there's no crit block. I'll probably stick to what I'm trying to get. Julie. Just trying to see while I'm waiting for the team if there's any possible reason. This has the exact same damage as the one I already have. Let's see if there's like any reason I'd want to redeem it for like equipment reasons. 29, 27. Stop horsing around. I'm afraid as a horse, I cannot do that. I'm afraid as a horse, I am not capable of ceasing the horsing around. It is constant. See how that you're a horse streamer? No, gorilla, like gorilla fighters with like a U. Hi, Metalize. Going alright, waiting for someone else to do a team up. Let me make sure. Okay, it does show I'm waiting for farming. 7. 40, mine is better. Natural monsters app are interesting. That one's actually pretty strong. Plus 13, plus 13. So that adds up to 26, which is higher than what I have. I should check the one I'm gonna craft though. If it's like, it's even higher than that. I mean, I would get free spellments, and what else am I gonna spend these on? It still gives me more. Trying to find something to spend these fucking points on. Oh, interesting. Plus 15 plus. I'm sure the other one is still stronger. There's just so much crap here. I have all these points. I mean, how many do I get a month? But you are horsing around as we speak. And the game's right like Thomas Tank Entry and Magic School. I already have Magic School Bus lined up. There's not really a choice happening, Christopher. I genuinely don't think you understand what's happening right now. Well, it's kind of a choice. It's kind of a choice between just not spending points and just spending them just to spend them. I already have that, like... I'm just kind of wasting time hoping I get another team up. As you know, everyone's like asking a ball to stop being around. But yes, Christopher, I always have more games lined up. Don't you worry. Okay. Horse. Yes, horse. How is you? Pretty good. Waiting for a team up so I can get some grinding done. Yeah, okay. Prepare to be boosting a storm player. Oh, I can do quite a lot, actually. Couple of those, couple of those. Couple of these. One of those. One of these. So I have, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually have 5, so plus 30. What's the weakest one I have? Oh shit, I'm moving. 30, 40. Which one is a storm player? Shit. I can't. Everybody's like missing. In that case, I'll open with this. Oh wait, are they? Okay, they're casting enchanted version. I'll cast the unenchanted version, but I hate when the game glitches and it doesn't show you people's schools, so I don't know which person is the storm player. It's annoying. Ah, Austin, hi. Thanks for hopping in, Austin, making my life go a little faster. That's not even how you spell Hakuna Matata. That's not even how you spell Hakuna Matata. I really knew if two people see colors the same. I don't know how they could possibly test, and I'm not sure I believe that. I'm not sure I believe that, honestly. Hakuna Matata? I got a lambada! You guys seen Lion King 1.5? Horse is a horse, of course. Yes. I think it's like... Like it's spelled M-A-T-A-T-A. There's no E in Matata, it's Hakuna Matata. From a Thunderwolf's point of view, it seems like I'm in a boss. I feel like from any point of view, I'm in a boss fight. It doesn't have to be from a Thunderwolf's point of view. I think I am obviously in a boss fight, regardless of your point of view. Yeah, that's the correct way. Hakuna Frittata. But I'd like to know that there's that scene in Lion King 1.5 where Puma says a bunch of silly things that rhymes with Hakuna Matata. So this battle seems fairly easy. This battle, thankfully, seems fairly easy. It's just you have to wait a few minutes to get the team up. But once you get the team up, they're not hard to kill, so that's nice. I'm supposed to see if someone does a lot of art or someone... Calling is just a slight... I don't believe that every single person sees sight differently. I think that there are people who see color the same. Like, with 7 billion people in the world, I do believe that some people will have differences, but I don't believe that every person that has ever lived has seen color in a completely different way. I do think that there's a lot of overlap. Big movie, by the way? Hell yeah! You get it. Lion King has been born for years and years. You realize how watered down some of the songs from the movie were. Like they were watered down for Broadway?
My turn is when I say it is.
But I loved the jokes of Lion King 1.5. Like the stuff I would quote. Like, when I was a young man, when he was a young man. god! Very nice. Thanks. When I was a kid, I could do it so much better. I've lost my touch. My versions are much more vibrant. I mean, the movie came first, so they wouldn't have been watered down for the movies. They would have been tuned up for Broadway. This is a Circle of Life Broadway version. Is loads of crunch, huh? Oh, says they didn't say all. Hang on a second. No, you said no two people see colors the same. You said, and I quote, no two people see colors the same. That is the implicit suggestion that every single person that has ever lived has sees color differently. That is definitely what you said. That is definitely what you said. Yes, Christopher, that is how you spell it, yes. You just need to find a red wisp. There we go. Didn't mean it like that. You're bad at wordings. I get that, but you gotta say what you mean and mean what you say. Especially on this channel. You know, I take things literally. I take things literally. You say something, I'm going to take you at your word for exactly what you said. You gotta be very specific in what you say in this chat. I know wording's hard, but you gotta try. You gotta try. It's okay. So I need to do that 2 more times, and I can move on to the other boss, which unfortunately is in a dungeon. Lion King 2 is peak for you. Lion King 2 had some really fucking baller songs. The Lion King 1.5 is like, it ranks slightly high. I don't know. I like them both for different reasons, honestly. Whenever someone asks me who my favorite Disney princess is, I always just say Kiara from Lion King 2. Hi, Austin. You gonna join again? Alright. Guess I'm canceling the team up. Who needs it? Doesn't help you just woke up. Yeah, that sure reads like you just woke up. Your favorite joke in Lion King 1.5 is when the jacuzzi and Pumbaa gets out and the bubbles stop. There's just so many good jokes. We got this. Yay! We got this. We got this together. Again, 2 as a Pirates of the Caribbean theme. It is just a short couple of seconds, but it's in there. Huh. I don't know, there's just so much of Lion King 2. Like I swear, when Lion King 1.5, I used to be able to I think quote that movie backwards and forwards. I watched it so much as a kid. I played the hell out of the DVD features of it. It had like Who Wants to Be King of the Jungle. It had the like virtual tour, the safari tour. I loved. I did like every combination there. The one question on Who Wants to Be King of the Jungle that always got me is, like, what color was Rafiki's nose? Like, all the other questions I can remember easily. But then they asked, what color is Rafiki's nose? And this was before and this was when I was a kid, so I didn't have easy and immediate access to Google. So I get that question, and I'm like, how am I supposed to know if it's pink or red or whatever? And then so I got, like, the DVD box out trying to see if there's, like, a picture of Rafiki anywhere on it. Yeah, Roasty Toasty Friend said, yes, Christopher. I did see how you were spelling it, and I commented on it. I don't know if you I did notice that, yes. Was I talking about? Right, Lion King 1.5. And then they have, like, the Hidden Mickey game. Wait, they have like 20, you can turn it on and suddenly there's 20 hidden Mickeys. And you have to like press the button to find them, and then like you get like a score depending on how many out of the 20 you found. Man, I love that DVD set. Of course. Also, Gen 6 of MOP has been confirmed. It has. You wasn't paying attention, oopsie daisy. Well, if you're not paying attention to me, but I'm paying attention to you, does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? Oh. Sorry, that's just such a good stem noise. I should actually heal before I head out. Cool! Do that one more time. Use the side one, use the window to come out. I'm actually gonna make a slight change to my deck. Yeah, there we go, that's better. What do you mean, yes it does sound fair? What do you mean it does? But then you're trying unless you get really distracted with something or has to do works. I get that, like, I do understand you're gonna get like distracted at times, chat. You know, that does make sense. But if you've been distracted and you know you've been distracted, you like maybe don't ask something that when that something is very likely something that happened while you were distracted. Like if I just said something and then you weren't paying attention and you asked me to say it again, can you understand why I'd find that annoying? Can you understand why I'd find that annoying? Like I say something and then you're not paying attention and you ask something I just said. Like if you can make like a decent educated guess, like probably talked about the thing you wanted to know about while you weren't paying attention. Like you just to try to minimize horse annoyance. Maybe to just accept that you weren't paying attention, because after a while, like you know, I don't know. But yes, Gen 6 of MOP, apparently all the leaks were real. All the leaks were real. It's interesting. Like, I'm willing to give it a fair shot. And I actually really like the new voice actresses. I think the new voice actresses are actually a good sign. Like it's something different. And like, that's the first sign of hopefully some substantive changes. Oh. What do you mean you never saw any leaks? They were all over the fucking fandom. What do you mean? They got talked about on like every single platform. You didn't see the leaks? You went, jeez. Literally everyone all over Pony social media was yapping about them. And we knew about them days before the panel where they were confirmed yesterday. You've been avoiding them on purpose. Alright, but it's the same stuff that got revealed today. And also it was like one image and a song and a logo, and that's all the same stuff that got revealed officially at the panel, so I don't know how worth it really was. Yeah, you would have had to like disappear from social media completely to avoid them. Stinky ponies. We're not stinky. I know there's a stinky skunk in chat, but I don't think any of the ponies are stinky. Unless they got sprayed. It's like, I'm all for the new voice actresses. I vibe with that. I'm kind of hoping for something where, like in previous generations, you know, where they reuse the characters, but they're kind of different characters, like they do between, like, older generations. Like how Rainbow Dash used to exist, but she's different now. Like, I know they're using the characters, but I'm hoping there's significant substantive differences. And it did seem a little bit to me they're going a little more down the little girl's route. I should have gotten the badge. Did I not get the badge? I thought I should have gotten the badge. Let me check. Darkmoor. That's who we're fighting, the Hierophant of Destruction. And why aren't they counting? Am I fighting the wrong fucking boss? Yeah, I'm fighting the Hierophant, aren't I? Is this not the, oh, am I fighting the wrong fucking boss? Oh, are there two? Is there a different boss I'm supposed to be fighting and I'm fucking stupid? No, that's the Hierophant. Are you kidding me? There's a difference between the Hierophant and the Hierophant of Destruction. So so you're telling me there are two different enemies in the same area of the game. They use the exact same image on the map, and like they have only slightly different names, and I'm fighting the wrong one. You gotta be They could mean, and you have to grind this one. That's so fucking stupid. That is so fucking stupid. Like, what were they thinking? Can't they have, like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, let's have two bosses with super similar names, the exact same picture in the exact same area. You need to grind one of them 10 times, and the other one doesn't even matter. Anyone who fights her can go fuck themselves. Like, what the fuck? There's a difference between reusing stuff and being lazy to the detriment of players. This is definitely to the detriment of me, at least. I still gotta fight her 9 more times. Those spiders I just did were for nothing. What are my thoughts on My Little Pony Forever Friendship? That is literally what I'm trying to explain right now, Metal Ice. That is literally what I'm trying to explain right now. Like, I am totally down. I am totally down for the new voice actors. I think it's cool to get new voice actors. Anything that suggests, like, ways the show is gonna be different from GeForce, or Flash, or tread backwards. Like, I was hoping for a new generation with new characters. So, because that's no longer a thing, right now I'm hoping that even though they're the same characters, I'm hoping they'll be substantially different. But I don't think that I have much of a chance for that. It also seems to me that they're going in a direction where they're catering more towards like little girls. Like, the vibes I got from the panel definitely made me think that they're targeting the young girl audience more. Like, I'm not saying there's not going to be anything to pander to the adult audience. I know they have a cash cow, but it definitely seems like they are doubling down on the little girl angle. Like, we won't know for sure until we see it, but those are the vibes I got. Answering the asking, what question will they randomly break it out in song? Of course they will. Of course they will. I would not call this G4 2.0. I would not call this G4 2.0. I think that this is going to be significantly different from G4. Where, like, I don't think that this could be called G4 2.0. With they're missing a couple characters and they're seemingly significantly different, like, I would not call this G4 2.0. Especially because the vibes seem like they're going to be completely different. I would not go that far. They confirmed AJ and Rarity are going to be in it. Interesting. Wonder why they're not in the promo art. Maybe they show up later on in this season. I don't know.
What I tell you.
Hi, Emil. Of course they'll randomly break out in song. It's My Little Pony. That's one thing that will never change. No, that they say it's a different timeline. So they do explain, recall that they do explain this. It's like this is a different world, but they also kind of want to attempt to respect the existing lore. What about our boy Spike? I've heard no news about Spike. So they're not gonna be descendants. This is like a completely different world. Yes, Metal Ice, I did see that you said that. I didn't reply because I didn't have anything to say to that. Just out of the blue, you suddenly mentioned you had a new Necromancer LC called Elven Bat Cloud, and I had nothing to comment on that, especially nothing to see what's going on. Remember, Metal Ice, I have a rule that says if I don't reply to something, don't repost it in chat, because I probably saw it and didn't have anything to reply. Try to remember that. But yeah, I mean, my main concern is that the vibes I got seemed to me like they were catering more towards little girls instead of a general audience. But I could be wrong. We won't know until we see it. Willing to give it a shadow of a doubt at least once. Oh, she stole the fucking things I casted! Rude! Wasn't that what they were trying to achieve for, but it wound up exploding anyway? No, this seemed even more so. The vibes I got seemed even more so. We'll see. We don't really know what happens. Even though we got some concrete details, there's still a lot of speculation. Well, of course there's gonna be antagonists. Even even shows meant for girls have antagonists. That's not gonna change. All shows have antagonists. Like that's not gonna change. That's not gonna change. We will see, yes, we will see. Don't tell you they're going back to the Super Saturn early content? We don't really know. I mean, we don't know. It's just, I don't know, just the vibes I got. Really felt like they were catering towards girls instead of a general audience. Doesn't mean the general audience can't, I did not watch it, and I could also just be completely wrong. Just 8 more as bosses and fun. I think the other ones are worse. Some of the other ones are more annoying. Like, at least it's not the stupid final boss again. I'll take this over the final boss because it's easier. Oh, never mind. It is harder than it looks. Damn. It all depends on what team you get. I'll stall if you want to flee potion and come back. Just vibing? Good. Good. Sitcoms and slice of life shows don't think they have any antagonists, that they can have antagonists. An antagonist is anyone who like is going against the protagonists. Like there are mean people or like other people in sitcoms, definitely. There you are, you made it. I'm gonna cast that. You were lucky if I were Dash's design with her main style. Was that too? You play this game all the time, Metal Ice. At least that's what you claim. Like, how do you not know the spells? Well, like, you should know that's Zeus. Or at least, like, the Thunder Titan or fucking something. Like, you play this game, and, like, you must, and you watch my streams, you must have seen that spell a billion times. I don't know what you're on about. Are you asking me the question just to ask me, even though you know her answer?
You will cast what I tell you.
I did notice that in a lot of the characters, they just added a stripe of blue to them, you know? Like they just added a stripe of blue to like all of them. Like there wasn't much diversity in that.
You will cast what I tell you.
There's a spell that banishes them to the moon of the shadow realm. Okay, firstly, shadow magic and moon magic are two different schools of magic. We know a little bit, but we don't know a lot. Early 2027 is surprised. Okay, now we're gonna talk about. So apparently, this is going to be a YouTube-only series. This is what bothers me. This is not going to be a TV series. This is going to be a YouTube-only series. And well, it's cool that it's going to be accessible to everyone. It also sucks that it's not going to be on TV anymore. Like the days of sitting down on Saturdays to see new episodes are over. Like to just see it on TV, you know? Like it's not actually a TV show anymore. Which kind of sucks ass. But what's even worse is that apparently they're going to be 9-minute episodes. That's what I saw someone say. I saw someone say that not only are these going to be like online only episodes, they're going to be 9 minutes each. It was not even a TV show anymore, and we're not even going to get full 22-minute episodes anymore. They're going to be 9 minutes. Like if I wanted 9-minute things, I'd just watch frickin' Wildmanes. If I just wanted a 9-minute pony show, I'd just watch frickin' Wildmanes. I don't think G5 suffered necessarily because it wasn't a TV show. I think it was just mismanagement by Hasbro. There were too many cooks in the kitchen at various points that didn't follow through their original plan. There was a lot of bad planning. It was a combination of a lot of things. But yeah, that's something that really bothers. That's the thing that really bothers me, honestly. The fact that it's no longer going to be on TV, so it's not even a TV series anymore. And the fact that it's just going to be 9-minute episodes. So, like, what kind of freaking BS? One of the major reasons G5 suffers was how much they tried to cling to G4. Well, I went to this panel. I went, again, I've told you guys, I went to a panel about, about, like, what actually happened to G5 back at HarmonyCon earlier this year. And it seems like Hasbro's original plan was to have what they called a forever generation. Like, to kind of paraphrase what I think I remember is they were basically gonna, like, combine all the generations so that they all sort of exist in one universe, and then like everything like continues on indefinitely. They called it a forever generation. I wish they had recorded that panel. It said so much good stuff, because my memory is so dog shit I can never explain it properly. Like Hasbro had all these big grand plans for everything, and because like leadership changed for who was actually running the show, like a couple times, things didn't get followed through, and like you know, things got shoehorned in here, there, and everywhere, and shoved all the important lore to a comic barely anyone read. Why would barely anyone read it, though? Why you people not reading the comics? It's official, I don't understand. Like, I can understand if you can't afford the comics, or if they're not available in your area, but if you don't have those issues, I just don't understand not reading the comics. Like, it probably would have been good if they had the chance to explain it in the show, but I disagree with the barely anyone read part. And if it was barely anyone read, I feel like it's your fault at that point, because, hello, it's not only just official PonyCon, it's official G4 content. Why you no read? Why you no read? You love being you? Good for you. Yeah, that's it, Starfall. The original guy who came up with all the, who came up with, like, the roadmap for G5 died, and then someone else had to take over, and it was all downhill from there. That's exactly it. But yeah, and that's the main. It's like, it's not. It's. I should have like talked about it at first, but yeah, the main thing that really bugs me. But like, I could even get over it just being a YouTube thing if it was full episodes. But no, they're only 9-minute episodes. Like, what sort of fandom are we supposed to maintain here when all we get is 9-minute episodes? Like, that's not even a TV show. Like that's crazy. Like, you can't have like how can you have a contiguous plot with 9-minute episodes at a time? Like a contiguous plot and like individuals like jeez, to talk about like a whole story. Like the fact that I heard they're only gonna be 9-minute episodes. Again, I didn't confirm this personally. I just saw someone say this after this stream, because somebody streamed the panel. You read them but stopped buying after issue number 30 of the comics? I didn't. I have an absolutely absurd number of comics behind me on the shelf. Absolutely absurd. I never did. I have like, I won't say I have all of them, because I think there's a few issues here or there I'm missing if I stop to like, if I stop to actually take inventory of what I have. I did that a long time ago, but I haven't done it in a while. Are you going to be studio episodic? Because if they're going to be episodic, that means they're going to have an entire story structure in 9 minutes, and that's going to feel ridiculously rushed. Yeah. Like what? Like they can't do anything in 9 minutes that's anything like I actually want to see. Like I can. Like that's my main concern. It's going to be serialized. Each episode will take place after the last. I mean, that's cool, Christopher, but that's tangential at best to what we're talking about. Like, just stating that Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood had very long episodes doesn't contribute to the conversation about My Little Pony, you know? But lots of shows have long episodes. That doesn't add anything to the conversation we're having about... Cheat beat agent? Never taking damage from a cheat. Hell yeah, what a cool badge. Not the amulet I want. That's my main concern, that what the fuck can they do in 9 minutes because like when I think of a show, I think of like, you know, half-hour episodes. If it's only 9 minutes, in what way does that qualify as a show? Like, I'm glad there'll be something to keep MLP alive. But this isn't really what I wanted. You know, this isn't anything I was really hoping for. I mean, I like the new voice actors. But everything else, I'm like, you know, side-eyeing. I like the new voice actors, but everything else I'm like side-eyeing. We literally, literally don't know, Metal Ice.
No
We
child
literally
dares
don't
to
know.
resist Olimar.
That's like, we don't know anything. They say there's going to be Rarity and Applejack somewhere, but I don't know, Lord. We literally don't know. We had one panel that explained some stuff, and like, that's fucking it. By the way, were any of you guys watching the live stream of the panel yesterday? I was. How many of you were watching that live stream? The reason I ask is because at the very end, they had trivia questions for prizes. And I am absolutely baffled at how the people at that panel couldn't answer the most basic questions about G4. I am absolutely baffled. First of all, they specifically attended a panel about My Little Pony, so you think they'd have at least some knowledge. Second of all, when they asked people to line up, you know, these are first people in line, so that means that they, like, ran to the microphone to take part, which means you'd think they'd have some knowledge about the show. But then they ask the most basic questions, and they can't even answer them. Like, the first question was, what is the name of Fluttershy's pet bunny? And the first person couldn't answer the question. They didn't know the name of Fluttershy's bunny. What do you mean? This is the most basic trivia. And then the next question was like, and what part of Equestria is Sugar Cube Corner? And the next person couldn't answer that. The first person couldn't answer. What do you mean you don't know where Sugar Cube Corner is? It's in Ponyville. The show takes place in Ponyville. It's where Pinkie Pie lives. It's like one of the main locations. How do you not know where Sugar Cube Corner is? And then they asked, who is Starswell the Bearded? And the person didn't know how to answer. They said he was an alicorn. They were like, you know, it's a kind of a fancy question. And they said, oh, explain it in your own way. And then the person said, oh, they're an alicorn? And no! Like, you attend a My Little Pony specific convention. You hear, there's going to be trivia questions at the end. You run up to the microphone, and somehow, like, one of the people who got the questions wrong was dressed as Spike. They're dressed as the characters. They attend the panel, but they are excited. They run up to do trivia, but they can't answer the most basic questions about the show. Like, these are easy questions. These are easy-ass questions. It's not even deep, like, trivia. Everybody knows this stuff. Like, I'm absolutely baffled at this.
My turn.
I don't understand it. Like, how are you people, like, what? Do these people not even watch the show? I'm so confused. No, Christopher, we don't know for sure that all those people are gonna be in G6. We don't know if Spike is gonna be in G6. I haven't heard anything about that. It was basic, you didn't think they were expecting anyone to get the questions wrong. Yeah! Like, I get it. It's not a My Little Pony convention, so they made the questions easy. But people still got it wrong. Like, I'm baffled. If you don't know that much about the show, why are you rushing to take part in the trivia? Like, it's not like they picked random people for the crowd. These are people that specifically went up to the mic to take part in trivia. So surely they were at least a little bit confident. But apparently they barely watched the show. I don't even know what to say about this. You were talking about G4? Well, we were talking about G6. We were talking about G6. When somebody asked about who would be the main characters. The event is not coming with any Comic-Con unfortunately due to people going after the prizes. But like there was I don't recall there being anything in the panel description that said there'd be prizes. And it's not like it was just like, I don't get it. You attend a My Little Pony panel, so surely you'd have some interest in My Little Pony. And one guy even was cosplaying as Spike. He had like a Spike hoodie. Like, I just don't understand Like, who was coming to this panel? Like, did these people even watch G4? I'm so confused. Yes, Christopher, that's what we've been talking about this entire time. That's what we've been talking about this entire time. There was a panel yesterday at San Diego Comic-Con that revealed a ton of stuff about what G6 is gonna be. And there were leaks about it several days earlier. I genuinely don't know how you missed any of this, Chris. It's been the main, pun intended, topic of discussion in the fandom in like every fandom space and website for like days now. I don't know how you missed it. Hi, Sunlight! Good to see you.
No child dares disobey the skull alarm.
Yes, we have little tidbits of information. We don't know a lot, but we know a little bit. Yeah, I genuinely don't know how you were out of the loop. You must not end up in a lot of fandom spaces. You're passing by, you're making pancakes at the moment. What kind of pancakes? Plain, blueberry, chocolate chip? Do you use maple syrup? Do you use the real maple syrup, or do you use that fake shit? Do you use real maple syrup, or do you use that fake shit? And if it's real, where you getting your maple syrup from? Like, what country or state you getting your maple syrup from? These are all very, very important questions. Try with real Canadian maple syrup. I mean, Canadian maple syrup is okay, but I prefer some locally made Massachusetts maple syrup, personally. Locally made small business Massachusetts maple syrup. And forget grade A, give me grade B. Give me the dark stuff. I don't know why anyone likes this super light stuff. Why is this super light stuff grade A? Nah, bro, give me the dark stuff. It's local, your father's friend makes it. Cool, okay. Just a bajillion more fights to go. There's your other ult. There you go. Thanks for the help, Austin. You're really making my day so much easier. I truly appreciate the help. It's really nice of you. I didn't even have to ask, you just showed up. How many more? Great question. I'll check next time I can check my book.
No child.
Chat, was anyone paying attention to how many of these battles I won? Because I was not counting. We gotta do 10 total. And of course, I already had one done from when I did the quest. So for however many we've won here, I know you just arrived. You're excluded, Sunlight. It's fine. 3 or 4? Okay, so there's like 5 or 6 left. I definitely think there are worse bosses to grind. I'll check for sure after the battle. Ah, stupid Fizzle. You also are not keeping count.
You will cast what I tell you.
You will cast what I tell you.
You will cast what I tell you.
That's what you fucking sound like. That's what she fucking sounds like. Since you started chatting, you were trying to say nice things to me. You do say nice things sometimes. You do say nice things. Like, I can recall a few compliments you've given me. A few. Although sometimes it seems like you're just saying things. You just say things. They're not bad things. They're just things, and you just say them. I don't know, like nobody can be perfect. I try my best to guide chat in what I'm looking for. Like I try to steer chat in the right direction. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a bit too strict and I need to loosen up a little bit. Need to gain a thicker skin. I am kind of particular in like how I shepherd my chat. I don't think they're being replaced, Metal Ice.
My turn.
I believe that it was said that Rarity and Applejack will appear in some capacity. They'll be there. I just don't know if they're going to join later on in this series. As main characters, going to be side characters. I don't think anyone's going to replace them. I think either Rarity and Applejack will join the main cast as main characters, or they will remain side characters, and there won't be anyone who takes those other two spots. I think Rarity and Applejack are either going to join the team proper, or there just won't be a replacement. Those are my thoughts. Even if they were being replaced, I don't think that's a problem waiting to happen. Like, if they replaced, they replaced. I mean, it sucks for people who like them, but I don't think it's a problem waiting to happen. That's it. Like, I think whatever new characters would theoretically appear, we'd end up liking. Like we'd grow to like them, too. Like, I wouldn't call it a problem waiting to happen. Maybe you can consider it a problem now, if you really like Rarity Applejack, but I wouldn't call it a problem waiting to happen. I wouldn't use that phrasing. Oh, a pet heal. My pet, it seems like it never heals, and then all of a sudden it's healing all the time today.
My turn is when I say it.
That's what you sound like. Oh, you're sippy. I need a water sippy. And maybe to blow my nose. I can feel my sinuses twinging. Yes, Christopher, I saw you talk about that in chat earlier. I just didn't have anything to say about it, so I didn't reply. But, don't restate in a different way something you said earlier because I didn't reply to you. It just means I saw it, but I didn't have anything to say. Not say it again doesn't just mean don't copy or paste it. It also means don't restate it in a different form or try to get your point across in a different way. So close. Do we almost have her? I mean, I have about a bajillion different, boosts in my deck. I have a bajillion different boosts in my deck, so No, if you want, you can wait like as long as you want before attacking. I will literally just keep boosting. I've packed so much crap. Oh, you got defeated. It's okay. I'll hold the line till you get back. But I was gonna say something about it. Nope. Didn't have anything to comment about it. And there you go. Welcome back. Assuming your other guy's gonna flee. Yep, we'll stall again. Nope. I had nothing to say about it. You have no way of knowing if I wasn't interested in replying to it. You can't really make that guess. Again, if I don't reply to your message, don't state it again. Regardless of if you're surprised, I would have something to. I didn't say anything or not. Regardless if you thought I'd have something to say about it or not. You need to grab potions after. That's fine. That's totally fine. I can wait for a minute. Pony has no thoughts on the matter, or maybe no thoughts in general. While you're gone, I will check how many more times I have to fight her. And I think there was like something I could upgrade here. Yeah, either way, the rule is the same. Do not repeat yourself in chat. Exactly. Exactly. You don't magically get an exception to the rules just because you think you should, you know? Just because you think you should have an exception to the rules doesn't mean you get one. Okay, character badges. Six out of 10. I need 4 more. So apparently that was actually our 5th fight. So yeah, we only need 4 more, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Want to join us? You guys ready? You guys are fast with those potions. Very fast. Didn't even have time to check which spellman thingamajiggy I could upgrade. Waiting for the last guy, I guess. Yes, there is a yes, I have heard of the Internet Archive before, Christopher, yes. Just stalling in case the last guy appears. I thought he was joining us on the sigil.
No child dares disobey the skull of ours.
I actually have an account on that website. I've used it before. Oh, I thought that guy said team. Oh, the guy said team up. I thought he meant get on the sigil. I thought he meant get on the sigil, but no, he meant team. Obviously, he meant team up. Okay, now I get what he meant. Yes, because I have used that website many times before. Why do you bring it up? Yes, I've heard of Internet Archive. I've used it a number of times before. I have an account there. Like, why do you bring it up?
No.
Why are you bringing it into conversation? What is this? And why is this the beginning of a conversation? Can you download games on it? You can. There are some games there. So the Internet Archive exists for preservation. So if there's a really old game, someone could upload the computer file to it to Internet Archive. And it is possible to download that computer file and play it. Now, whether you should do that, it depends on the game. You have to examine your own morals depending on what game it is, how old it is, if it's still in print, whether you're comfortable downloading the game from a website instead of buying it. Like, if it's not available for purchase, most people are comfortable like buying a game that's been uploaded to Internet Archive for preservation purposes. But you also gotta remember, anything you download from the internet, you gotta make sure it's not a virus. Like, I'm sure maybe Internet Archive has some checks. I'd be shocked if they had 0 checks. But you gotta make sure that anything you download anywhere from the internet isn't a virus. But yes, especially, most of the games you'd find on Internet Archive are old games that are no longer being sold. Because if they were games that are still being sold, the companies would put takedown requests for that. But the Internet Archive is mainly for preservation of things that wouldn't be available otherwise. So yes, you can, it is possible to download games from the Internet Archive. They're going to be older games. And you may want to make sure you have your virus checked, or make sure you're not downloading a virus. But it is plausible, and I have done it before. That's how I got Eager's Pet Show. So normally when I want to play old games, I try to figure out if can I buy it just direct, like off the internet, either like a digital version if it's still being sold, or if it's not being sold, can I find like a disc for it on eBay, like a used version? That's what I prefer. I prefer to like have actually purchased stuff. Cool. 3 more. Oh, I got an Emily. I'll have to check that in a minute. Hi, Captain Shadow. And with the vast majority of games, with the vast majority of old games I play, I'm either able to A, find and buy them online. For example, you know, some of the Living Books games, the Arthur games, like those were available on Steam. The Jumpstart games, until recently, were actually still available for purchase directly through Jumpstart, until a couple years ago. But specifically with Eager's Pet Show, I could not find either somewhere to purchase a new version, or purchase a used version. I could not find Eager's Pet Show anywhere. The only place I could find it was a download off archive.org. So because that was my only option to play the game, I did use archive.org to download it. You're like, old games better than new ones? Cool. That's nice.
No child.
But then Archive of Our Own will have a bunch of games. They're not going to have a great sorting system. Like, good luck trying. I don't know if they have much of a search system. But yeah, you can find old games there if you know where to look, or you're looking for something specific. I feel like archive.org is more used for if you're looking for something specific than attempting to browse it, to look for things to download, you know? Actually making pretty good progress. Almost no frustration today, which I'm really happy about. You know, the fact that it was 5 buying the wrong boss earlier. It does explain why I wasn't getting immediate team-ups on a Saturday morning. That would explain it. That would definitely explain it, because it wasn't a boss people normally grind. Maybe you can ask your parents if they can help you out. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Are you looking for any specific games? Because again, like, if you're looking for a specific old game that isn't sold by companies anymore, you might be, Archive of Our Own isn't a bad place to look for it. But if you're looking for just any game in general, I'm not sure Archive of Our Own is designed for, like, browsing what's available. You know, it's made to store stuff. I genuinely don't know what Archive of Our Own search system actually is. I think I said Archive of Our Own at least a couple times, if archive.org. Like, two words with two websites with archive in it can get very confusing. Nope. I keep getting the Skullromantic instead of the other one. Not so sure at the moment. Well, if you think of any old games you're trying to find that aren't sold anymore, that might be a place to look.
No child dares disobey the Skolamari. My turn is when I say it is.
Welcome back, Dash. Eyeballs for a second. I can feel the sinuses being me. They're starting to twinge, and that twinge.
No child.
Gotta watch out for the twinge, because the twinges become headaches. It's like a tiny little baby headache right now.
What I tell you.
But if I don't watch it, it'll grow. Because those darn sinuses like acting up. Darn sinuses. Jeez, I pushed it on my eyeballs. Didn't actually help much. Usually it helps a bit more. There we go. I was like weirdly stuffed up for a minute there. I think that was the problem. At least cleared out some of it.
My turn is when I say
Exactly. That's all she is. Blah, blah, blah. What an annoying lady. Gen 1 of MLP is released on Bonnie Whimsy for the win. Big and mean horse honest is being moved. Yeah, like, look at the sign of my nose. Imagine how big all the fucking, like, head tubes are that connect to it. Like, my head tubes behaved perfectly fine when I was a kid, and then I became an adult, and now they're the only way I get headaches. You love the whimsy of G1, especially G3. You think G3 is super whimsical. Something. Oh, accidentally. I don't know how I ended up clicking out. Seriously, I'm just right-clicking and it's acting like I'm clicking out of the game. I'm on full screen. How the frick could I possibly be clicking out the game? Badges. Yeah, this is gonna be the last fight. Last fight. And then they have that one more boss that I have to beat 5 times. And then I gotta decide which one of them I'm actually gonna grind. Because right now I'm getting the badges that allow me to craft everything. And then I gotta decide based on various factors who I want to grind more long term as I'm actually looking to see if someone like drops items and of course to collect the fucking orb shit I need to craft stuff.
No child dares disobey the skull alarm.
Based on G3.
No child dares disobey the skull alarm.
You don't know how many times you have so hard, you're corny and cheesy, but that's the charm of old school ponies. Nice. But we all agree G3.5 is a bit, like we all agree it's a bit, okay, I'm glad we're on the same page there. And I'm glad we're on the same page there. You could put it that way. That's one word you could. It's certainly one word you could use. That is a word that could be used. The newborn cuties hate it, Chief. Sorry if I wasn't talking for a minute. I got stuck thinking about stuff. I was thinking about stuff for a minute. I don't even know what could possibly making my nose right. It's not like pollen season. Pollen season was over, I thought. Pretty sure the sum total of your My Little Pony knowledge comes from memes, YouTube poops, and that one YouTube series where one of them has a shed full of dead woodland critters. Oh, believe me, I know. I know. I was there in the fucking trenches when the Move series was coming out. Believe me, I know. Do not quote the deep magic to me, which I was there when it was written, and so on and so forth. Your brain has random thoughts, mine too. Although they're often not random. Usually it's like related to something I see or that I've already thought, or there's usually like a logical cause and effect of like my thoughts. Usually a logical cause and effect of like my thoughts. So even though I might bring up random topics, yay! Now there's just that stupid motherfucker that I have to fight. I have to fight the Gray Man Golem. Which is annoying because he's in a fucking tower! I have to listen to that one Ken Ashcord scar. You haven't watched a channel MMORPG 1 through 3.5? Makes sense. Still so fucking pissed and sad about Lucy. I see her in the picture every time I teleport here. Okay, map. Well, I just gotta get inside the building. Oh, ritual chest. Thoughts that follow a rapid chain of correlation to some far off topic, classic ADHD. Sometimes as a kid, like if I was sitting alone on the bus just thinking about stuff, and it's kind of like a brain teaser or like a brain training thing. I would like try to work my way backwards. Like I try to like work my way backwards and remember what I was thinking about. Like I remember, okay, I was thinking about this thing, but before that I was thinking about this thing. It was like I was like trying to. It was actually kind of hard work, but I would like purposely try to remember what I was thinking about beforehand, like a game. Like step by step backwards. I think you can skip 3.5. I think you can skip 3.5 and get away with it. I'm only gonna do this dungeon 5 times.
Who are you?
Blah, 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 blah. So you're definitely going to HarmonyCon next year? You're going to make it happen. Cool. I'd be excited to see you. I did not change my deck out beforehand, but it's fine. Okay, for the next battle, helpful charms. So he'll get more pips depending on the number of charms, so I should probably just focus on casting traps, which is easy enough. He's gonna revive himself at least once. And the golem we actually have to fight at the top. That's basically the same cheats. Oh, did Lauren announce she's going to HarmonyCon? I didn't even hear. I knew that she was going to Everfree Northwest this year. I knew she was going to GalaCon this year. 1 second, I'm just gonna change my deck and take out all the blades. This is... significantly simplifies the deck, but still plenty to cast. Oh, your girlfriend, Lauren. Okay. Okay. You can understand my confusion, though. You can understand my confusion, though. It's not the Triforce. Not every triangle with more triangles inside is the Triforce. Some of the things invent triangles with triangles inside. Sometimes it's just a fancy triangle. Waiting for your other ult. There it is. Okay. It was a joke. Fun fact, you gotta be careful about making jokes around here. I take everything seriously because it's funny. See, you gotta be careful making jokes around here because I will take you literally because funnies. Because funnies stream a horse.
You cannot kill the Undying.
Are those Transformers in the game? No? It's not the Triforce, it's the Trifars. But it would be cool to bump into you at HarmonyCon. Because I plan to go to HarmonyCons for what? Tri-Horse. Just a tri-horse. I don't think there's transformers, and not in the kind you're. I mean, there's moon magic. Moon magic is transformation magic, but it's not the like the cars that turn into robots. That's not a thing in this game. Try hers? What, you predicting my death in the game? You think we're gonna get our asses handed to us? There's so much phlegm and I don't even know why. I'm gonna try to clear my throat. Where the frick is this phlegm? It's not even coming from. I didn't sign up for this. It shouldn't be like nose runny season. I got something, but only one nostril seems to be cooperating. I kinda got something. I'm just getting lightheaded though. I'm just getting lightheaded. Hi, Infinity Engine. Good morning. I sound like my nose is stuffed. Do I need to blow my nose is stuffed? Like I just did! I just did! What do you mean? I just blowed it. I just bloated it. That's all the snot that's coming out. I gotta wait a few minutes before any snot is available to blow again. Maybe there's something. I don't know, man. Nose is fighting me here. Well, all the snot making is going overtime and it's annoying. All the upper mucus making holes are like blew it, not blowed it. If I say blowed it, I mean blowed it. If I say blowed it, I says blowed it on purpose. Like, why would I want to be corrected, Christopher? Why would I want you to correct me? You don't have, like, did you really think I'm that much of a dumb horse? Do you really think I'm a horse that doesn't understand the English language that much? No, we're not whatevering. We're not whatevering. Like, you told me it was blue, not blow. That means you genuinely thought I didn't know the correct way to do the verb. Which I definitely do. I'm shocked by now that you haven't realized that I say words in a silly way on purpose. I say words in a silly way on purpose to entertain you guys, and trying to correct me on the silly words is both pointless and insulting, because you're suggesting that you actually think I don't know how to say the words. But like, why would I want to be corrected, Christopher? Don't you think like correcting me is like rude? Like I didn't ask to be corrected.
Oh.
I didn't ask to be corrected, and you correct me out of nowhere. In life, a lot of people get annoyed if you correct them when they didn't ask you to do so. So that's something to keep in mind.
I plied that.
Oh right, I forgot we had to read that. Good call.
Hello.
Ah, there's 4 of these fuckers. There's 4 of these fuckers. Silly horse is silly, yes. Hi, Samir.
Silly horse is indeed silly. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, so a lot of people in general don't like being corrected. I mean, think about it. In your daily life, how do you feel when someone tells you you were wrong? I'm willing to bet that a lot of the time, if somebody tells you you were wrong, that makes you feel bad. And telling someone they're wrong is what correcting someone means. If you're correcting someone, you're telling them, hey, you're wrong about this. This is the right answer.
You cannot kill the undying.
Because when people get corrected, they often feel embarrassed. And then they cover up that embarrassment with, like, anger. Or like, you know? So in general, unless you're sure that someone actually wants to be corrected, it might be a good idea to keep that correction to yourself. Like, you can know or believe that someone's wrong, but it doesn't mean you have to tell the person. Especially if it might make them upset. These notes can't stop Horse because she can't read. If you make a mistake and someone corrects you, it'd be a good thing and respectfully doing something right and help in a way, you'll have different thoughts. Yeah, I mean, just be... sometimes, so if you want to correct someone, especially, like... not everybody wants to be corrected. Some people just want to exist and do things their own way. And sometimes the person isn't wrong, you just like doing things in a different way. Or they're being wrong on purpose, like me earlier to be funny. You corrected your mom before and you don't think she liked it? Exactly! Exactly. So it's always going to depend on what specifically you're correcting, who the person is, like what the circumstances. But like, if it's someone you know doesn't like to be corrected, or they're already like really frustrated, or it's like a really tiny thing that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, maybe think again about like correcting them. Just check in your head if maybe it's not necessary. One horse gonna horns, exactly. Got this 4 of them. I might wonder if I should redo my deck so I can cast like. You don't have to do sad face, Christopher.
Your power.
You don't have to do sad face. I'm just trying to help you understand. It's been scientifically proven that being wrong can cause physical pain, so when you point out that someone is wrong, it actually hurts. There you go, smiley face. I'm just doing my best to, like, help you learn. Water horse got a water. Yeah, the water horse. You have news, you finally finished your career, physical tunnel. Cool. Well, best of luck. Speaking of like what I should add or take out of my deck because of the fact that we're fighting like 4 guys instead of just 1. Like so I can cast the most helpful spells. What's annoying is because there's 4 of them, normally I'd stick with blades. Is that Libra? Oh, where? And in what context? I know Libra's one of the, is Libra the scales? Is that what you're talking about? Someone, like, we cast a spell that was, like, shaped like a pair of scales? If that would, I don't...
Mine. Your power.
The woman with the scales. Oh, got it. So that spell is called Judgment. It might be based off Libra, I'm not sure, but that spell is called Judgment. It's a spell from the Balance School of Magic. I forgot to take that out of my deck. I'm just gonna cast this on the first guy. I'm gonna shift my deck around just a little bit. Probably gonna pack my deck full of a couple things. Fighting 4 of them. Does fighting more of them actually give you more drops? I doubt it. I doubt it. Be nice if it did. We were literally fighting 4 bosses. It would be nice if you kept 4 times the drops. Judgment doing numbies. Oh yeah, so the way the judgment spell works is for every pip. Pips are these things down the bottom here, these things around our feet. For every pip, it does 100 damage. So it can do a lot of numbies if you got a lot of pips. Like most take a set number of pips and do a set number of damage, but judgment does damage per pip, so it can do quite a lot. Are you dead? Yay! Oh, right, the bastard resurrects. I forgot about that. Oh, they all resurrect! Right! Good, man, this is... So not only is it a tower, you have to beat them like twice. We all spam AoE, we're... Okay, I'll have to respec my deck. I'll have to respec my deck so it's easier to find that spell. Just need to pack one. I have one, but it's buried in my deck. I have one AoE, but it's buried in my deck. So I'll have to shift things around a little. It's okay, I can make it work. Judgment boosting the caster's stats? I don't think it does it. It just does damage based on the stats you've already boosted. Like, there are other spells that give you stuff to boost, but... I'm sure you'll be fine, Thunder. You'll be fine. Am I tired? No. Tired isn't the only reason you could yawn. But what deck did I get? Oh shit, I think I got the deck. Hang on. I have to check it, because the abomination stuff is the stuff I want, right? Yeah, Doomed Abomination box. I got the better deck. Hell yeah! I know you're just asking, but like I'm answering you. The answer is no. Glitch344, thank you for the follow. Hell yeah! Wow, well, yeah, maybe you do get 4 times the drops if you fight 4 of them. Oh, and shit, we got a raid as well! Hello, raiders! Hello! What are you guys up to? Like, if you're just asking, I'm gonna just answer. Sometimes that answer is just no. So hang on, give me a second. I actually want to equip... Yeah, I'm just gonna equip the... Yeah, I'm equipping the new box. can save that anyway. Lock. Let me set up my deck a little better. Get rid of that. Just cross out all this. Okay, I'm gonna want to get another one of these. I mean to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. So I got a windstorm, and I'll also have a potent windstorm and a dark wind, and then I'll easily be able to use Power Nova. So I'm good to go. My health is a little low, but I don't think it's gonna matter in the end. My name is Wizard101. Sarah Star Song. Right here. Sarah Star Song.
Who are
28
you?
is indeed a number. Thank you for the 28-month resub. So what were you guys up to on Stream Raiders if you guys are still here? Passion Wave emote locked behind paywall. There's only so much I can do. They only give you like 5 free emotes. If you're on a computer, you could download the browser extensions and use them for free, but unfortunately, Frank or Facey, 7TV Better TTV do not work on Twitch Mobile. I'm sorry. I've done everything I could to give you the emotes for free. I uploaded them to like 3 different browser extensions. It's not my fault. I've done do my best. Wait a minute, you yawn when you forget to breathe sometimes? How the fuck does one ever forget to breathe? How does that work?
Stop.
Watching from
we
an
yield.
iPhone, unfortunately. Oof. Like, I really wish that there was, like, a way to get those emotes on Twitch Mobile. Oh, we have to read the goddamn... Okay, you're else going to go read them.
My attempts to...
Passion, a positively potentially powerful wizard. Blah, 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 blah. He yabs, let's get in the battle. I probably should have waited for your ults. I'll just stall. I got 30 seconds to stall. It's fine. You'll be up here eventually. There we go. Why is my nose so stuffy? There's no reason for it to be stuffy. That's like my aunt, like, what the hell? Where is all this snot coming from? I am putting enough tissues in this tissue box. Look, I swear I just replaced this tissue box. Potently like your power is potent. I see. Okay. Hey, Steve, what the other day, like, wait, why did I come into the kitchen? Yeah. Sometimes I'm at work and I walk the wrong way and I'm like, wait, that's not, I'm supposed to be doing this thing in this other area. What the? Tissue. Fucking fan. Can you guys hear the game? I had a thing when they have it. Sometimes when my headphones do a thing. Knocks out the sound for you. Let me check. You still got audio. You're fine. Yes, Christopher. My nose is running. I have been talking about this and blowing my nose for a good number of minutes now. If you do not understand that my nose is running after I have said it's running multiple times and blown my nose, I cannot be convinced you're actually paying attention to the stream. Like, I have been talking about it and blowing my nose actively for a good number of minutes now. So if you have to ask if my nose is running, I'm convinced you're not actually paying attention to the stream. I don't know what to tell you, my man. I don't know what to tell you. feeling. If it was like 50-50, you were making that joke or you genuinely didn't know. It was like 50-50, you were either making the joke or you genuinely didn't know, based on past interactions. Ah, shit, I don't have enough pips. Because of what I was casting, I didn't have enough pips. Serious, where the fuck is this snot coming from? It goes out sometimes too. La La Land zooming out. I mean, I can't say I'm paying attention to everything happening in the game all the time. You think you're funny? That's okay, I think I'm funny too. Let me sip you some wine. Didn't even realize how low my tissue supply was. Blah, 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 lab notes. What's Darkwind? That's this last spell I cast in the battle. It's a global. Once we get into the battle, I'll show you. It says on each card what it does, but I suppose you don't know what all the symbols mean. Let me give my helpers some time to catch up. Waiting for the other guy. There we go. Hi, Odyssey. I'm doing pretty good. So there's different schools of magic. Darkwind gives a boost to all spells in the Storm School. So a global is a spell you can cast, and it creates a ring around the entire arena. That's just a visual marker to show you that the global is active.
You cannot kill
I cast too quickly for you to read the cards. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm just so familiar with everything it does. It creates a big ring around. That just really shows you the global is active. This specific global, I'm not casting it at this instant, but you saw me cast it earlier. Any Storm School spell that does damage that is cast in the battle will do 25% more damage than it otherwise would. And there are other versions of that spell for other schools of magic. And the thing with the global is that it applies to every spell cast in the battle, both by you and your enemies. Which is why you want to keep an eye on like what school the boss is or what school spells they cast. Because if like the boss can cast Storm School spells, sure you can cast a global, but it'll boost the boss's spells and not just yours. You gotta be cautious. Potentially. Potentially, yes, it is a type of spell that can boost your opponent's spells. But again, if the boss doesn't have any storm spells, you can like use it with impunity. Like, why would it matter? You're notoriously ADHD when you're playing Animal Crossing. Gotta focus on this ask, oh look, balloon. Well, and if they don't want you to go running after balloons, they shouldn't put so many balloons everywhere. Christopher, I don't really want any game suggestions. You are constantly trying to give me game suggestions, but I want to tell you right now, I do not want them. I already have lots and lots and lots of games that I already plan to play. And 90% of the time when someone suggests a game, it's not one I'm particularly interested in. So I'm going to ask you to just stop trying to suggest me games, so I stop having to tell you no. Like, it will make things easier on everyone, you know? That way I don't have to constantly read game suggestions. And you don't have to constantly hear me say I'm not interesting. You think your brain was forcing you to say that? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. At the end of the day, you are in control of yourself, and you can decide what you say. No matter, if you say something that breaks the rules, saying that your brain made you say it won't stop someone from punishing you. That's not how things work. You need to be in control of yourself and what you say and what you do. Saying your brain made you say that is not a workable excuse. You are your own boss. You knock it off. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you for working with me.
Magic, mine. Your power, mine.
Why no, Stuffy? I didn't sign up for this. Judgment Watch, luck boosted 35%. That's not... Luck isn't really a stat... Well, there is accuracy. Hi, Pac-Man. Accuracy is a thing in this game. So every spell that you can cast has a percentage chance of failing or succeeding at like being cast. Like if it succeeds, the spell works. If it fails, it's called a fizzle. Many spells, especially like support spells, boosting spells. For example, the blades and traps. Like oh, that's a charm. That's a charm. So charms are the circle things that float above our heads, the ones without spikes. And he's got a charm on him there. That's the symbol for charms. Charms, usually what they do is they boost his spell. So they're boosting the percentage damage of his spell. Yes, he is Death and Balance School, yes. Charm boosted 35%. Yes. So the way they work is, so he's got a storm spell there. So there's different types of charms. You can see he has one charm there that'll do like plus 45% storm damage.
Pain.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough pips. You are damaged too, that's true. There's a lot of stuff that boosts. Yes, I have heard of if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. I have heard of that, yes. And I think that especially in online space and Twitch chats, it's definitely something to keep in mind. Your parents taught you how to stop and think. That's good. But it might be a good idea to do that a little bit more often. Because sometimes you don't stop and think before you say stuff. Sometimes you just say stuff. So maybe you should take what they taught you and apply it a little bit more. But yeah, charms will boost. Like some will boost all spells, some will boost a specific school. Easy, yeah, that went pretty good. Life school only. Oh, I got the Skull and Mantic Justice knife. Couple more times. Or do you want to get into take a picture mode? Yeah, that's not the way. No, that's not the one I want. Yeah, I need the other one. Austin stat / charm?
Who
the up
are
triangle? You'll have to point it out to me. The up symbol. Oh, we had someone join us. You'll have to point out what you're referring to. had storm on it. Let me know if you see it again. Triangle. Up triangle that had a storm thing on it. Arrow pointing. Thank you, Christopher. That's not helpful at all. You just. I don't know. Like, do you genuinely know what he's talking about, Christopher? Or are you just saying stuff? You thought that's what he meant? I mean, did you see an up arrow somewhere that could be what he meant? Like did you see an up arrow somewhere that could be what he meant?
Stop.
Or did you just like make a guess that it was some up arrow? Elevators? Elevators have nothing to do with any of this. Elevators have nothing to do with any of this. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes. I mean, we got a team going, got a lot going. We're definitely winning. Oh yeah, we're definitely winning all these. I'm not even worried. But yeah, if you see the triangle with the storm thing again, let me know. I just don't know, like, when did it appear and in what circumstance? I just don't know what you're referring to. And why did you bring up elevators? I'm so confused.
You cannot kill the Undying.
Tried fairy bread the other day, Australian staple. Where with the slather bread and sprinkles. Oh, I saw fairy bread. I saw Dylan B. Hollis make it a while ago. You said you were gonna stop and think before saying anything. Well, did you? Did you? Oh, so Storm, it appeared most recently during the Gray Man Golem fight. Okay. Oh, do you mean that thing? Do you mean this thing floating around his head? Like that? Do you mean that thing there? That I've got like my... Okay, so that is a conversion. You're not giving up. Good for you. So what that specific one does is, if they cast a balance attack spell, that balance damage will be converted into storm damage. The reason that would matter is some bosses might be resistant to some damage, but not resistant, less resistant, or even take more damage than usual from others. And also, if you convert something to storm damage, then it would use storm boosts. Because he's a storm scroll, he's not likely to cast any balance spells, so it's not very relevant in this battle. But the reason it's on him at all is because the spell that gave him that also casts 2 normal storm blades, which are the charms that are going to boost his storm damage. So that spell is not cast just for the storm boost and not for the conversion. Conversion is incidental and won't be used in this battle. Want to try the Dutch equivalent, which is chocolate sprinkles instead. Ooh, intriguing, intriguing. You're learning, Ma. You are. I'm glad my teaching is working and understandable. When did you start thinking of an attack with chocolate being thrown at the boss? Is that not a spell already? I mean, we had an entire world based on, like, corporate candy making. Was there no spell where someone gets smacked with, like, a giant chocolate egg or something? River of chocolate, was that never a spell? I have no idea what you're referring to, Metal Ice, so I don't know what the heck it was all about, because I don't know what you're referencing. You don't remember? Me neither. Yeah, that's a fairly strong AoE spell that attacks all enemies. You can't remember yesterday, don't ask you. Yes, Metal Ice, it's another boss fight. As it says in the stream, the entire point of the stream is that we're grinding bosses. It has been boss fights throughout the entire stream, and it's gonna remain all boss fights for a long time. While we try to get all this equipment, so you better buckle up and buckle in. I'm actually getting Anubis as an AoE. I think that is a spell, actually. Hang on. Blah, 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 blah. Hang on, let me see if... Let me get into the next battle and look that up for you. Boss fights on a grinding stream? Could be more likely than you think. Nobody read the notes. I got it. Nobody read the notes. Yeah. Yeah, there's spells with various Egyptian gods. I'll look it up for you in a second. You just gotta let me get up to that next one.
Hello.
Blah, 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 blah. Get off my fucking face. Oh my god, you yap so much. I guess, yeah. Okay, looks like it's a single enemy attack. Oh, looks like we're going in. Yes, yeah, that was a spell. I forget what it's called, like thunder something. So it looks like... Yeah, so it looks like the Anubis spell is a single target spell.
You cannot kill the Undying.
I'm the opposite. I'm so slow to try new things. It's the tism.
You cannot kill the Undying.
It's not about whether suggesting is a good or a bad idea.
You cannot
right
kill
now,
the Undying.
I ask you not to suggest because it's not something I want. Like, this isn't about whether it's logically a good or bad idea. It's about it's not some game suggestions are not something I really want. Yeah, I mean, that's what my chat rules are all about. Every rule that I have for my chat and every, like, you know, etiquette thing, it's about what makes me comfortable, what I want, what makes things easier for me. Like, that's why the rules exist. The rules exist so that chat will be exactly the way I want it. It keeps everything I don't want out of chat and makes sure that there's only things I do want in chat. So every request I make of chat, every rule I remind people of, it's about what I want. It's not about what somebody might think is a good or a bad idea. It's about what I personally want on my chat. Because it's my chat and I get to decide that. Is Zeus difficult to beat? He is a boss. I think he has cheats. It's been a long time. I think he shows up in this, like, Olympus area, except he's like a bird. I think you end up fighting like a fucking bird version of him. It's the whole thing. It's not endgame content, so I don't think it's the hardest thing in the world, but he definitely has, like, boss cheats. The Zeus you're seeing here and now is a spell being cast by us. Theoretically, like, enemies could also cast the same spell. But yeah, the one you're seeing, anything you see appear in the middle of the board, unless it's like a self-cast. Because sometimes enemies cast a spell and it's just them directly attacking, but anything you see in the middle is like a spell. Yes, I mean, you need to follow the rules everywhere, Christopher. Everywhere you go in life is going to have rules you need to follow. Like, not just school, not just my chat. Even if you don't see a list of rules on the wall, if you think about it, like, everywhere has rules. Yes, Metal Ice, we are doing the same battles over and over, so we're gonna keep seeing these 4 bosses. Exactly. Not every rule was chiseled with the band hammer, but a lot of rules were chiseled with my sheer annoyance at shit. So as I chisel the rules so it stops happening. Yeah, there he is. So that's a spell he casts that is attacking them. So imagine it like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Summons. Imagine it like a bit like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Summons. Yes, I do know Zeus is a very strong storm spell. I literally said that earlier. Yes, the canonical name of the man in the yellow hat is Ted. This is a known thing.
Pain makes power.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot it. There was like, I know there was some sort of thought I didn't say, but it slipped away. I believe so. I'll have to check. But that sounds right. That sounds correct. Then to push rules to the limit of flexibility unless explicitly told not to, not a joke. I would thanks for the heads up. I would definitely prefer you not do that. Like, people are meant to follow the spirit of the rules I make. Oh, hang on, there was probably a faster exit that way. I'm stupid. Hang on, character, badges, Darkmoor. Yep, one more, you're correct. Like, you're meant to follow the spirit of the rules, not the letter. Like, I tried to word them so people can't fuck around with the letter, but... Like the rules exist for people to understand the general conduct I'm looking for. If anyone is trying to, like, specifically get around the rules, that's not the kind of vibes I'm looking for. I'm a nice horse, even though I enjoy swearing a lot, you still think I'm nice. Hell yeah! Those two things don't have to be separate.
Stop!
One of us has to read the shit. Okay, you're going to read it. Got it.
My attempts to return.
I don't think swearing has anything to do with niceness. I think that there's a lot of really nice people in the world who swear, and I think there's a lot of really mean people in the world who don't swear. So I don't think swearing is an indicator of niceness at all. What school is my whiz? Balance. I'm a balance whiz. So this, in fact, this is actually my original account and character from when I first played this game at 12 years old. So back then you took like this little test and they assigned you a school. And way back then when I was 12, they assigned me the balance school. And that's what I've stuck with ever since. Always been balance school. I also have a preference for my secondary school being Storm. That's what I try to spec into. I have been casting some Storm School spells. You can learn spells outside. You gotta go after I get badge. That's fine. Thank you so much for helping. Yeah, totally went off. Thank you so much for the help. It's made things go so smooth today. I really appreciate it. You swear too, but you don't want to get carried away with that. I mean, one of my rules is literally that swearing is okay. Like, what is that? Like, rule 4, I think? Like, one rule literally is swearing is okay. So don't be afraid to swear here. You can say fuck. Yeah. Have you looked at my rules before, Christopher? But, like, if you don't know that one of my rules is swearing is okay, maybe you haven't read the rules recently. I have them in a Google Doc in the YouTube description. Maybe you should reread them.
Magic is mine
But yes.
to wield your powers.
Swearing is allowed in chat. You can say fuck, shit, tits, penis. Penis isn't really a swear. Yeah, you might want to reread the rules, Christopher, to keep them in your brain. Probably doesn't want to overdo it, and that's fair enough, yeah. That's fair enough. I fucking swear, yeah, I fucking swear. I'm such a fucking sweary horse. Yes, I'd recommend, I mean, if you're on mobile, I understand if you can't, like if you're on a computer, like, open the rules in a new tab, but if you're on the phone, I can understand why you wouldn't want to click away from the stream to read the Google Doc I made with the rules. Because there's not enough space in the YouTube description for everything I want. And also, like, the rules, so I have to have a little doc link to the rules instead. The more stream is entertaining. I'm glad you thought so, because it was just very little progress and a lot of screaming from me. And probably a good number of swears. My nose is still stuffy and I've run out of tissues! I didn't even realize that, like, I didn't have that many left.
Pain is my strength.
Ocean gets chubby sometimes. You expected the water horn's gonna water like a stormy ocean. That's a good way to. That's not a bad way to put it. That's not a bad way to put it. This clip you saw of me was a clip of me swearing a bunch. Everybody's swearing now. Yes! Yes, we are. Because it's fun.
I implied that.
F-U-N. Fun. F-U-C-K. Fuck! I just wanted to scream it. Waiting for the last guy. Alright, charge! fudge. I'm making you laugh. I'm glad. That's literally why I'm here. That's literally why I'm here, to make people laugh. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for, I don't actually remember what comes at this part in the song.
You cannot kill the undying.
Admit swearing is fun. It is. It is. Just make sure that when you're swearing, it's a place where it's okay to swear. Like, for example, my chat. My chat is a place to swear. But there's probably lots of other places where you shouldn't swear. It all depends on the circumstances. Oh, N is for anything at any time at all down here in the deep blue sea. Thank you, Glade Bloom. It's been so long since I've watched SpongeBob. It's been so long since those long summers where we take the fold-out bed out of the couch and like lay on top of it as we watch like cartoons after getting home from swim lessons all day long. And the days just seem to be so much longer. The days just felt so much longer back then. Even a handful of hours felt like more. It's rather distressing to me how fast time seems to be going compared to when I was a kid. Quite distressing. F is the fire that burns down the whole town. U is for uranium bombs. N is for no survivors. Hooray! Please do not remind you of the passage of time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Time is a flat circle and all that shit. I'm sorry.
Mine.
When the passage of time is inexorable. I'm gonna have to find a new box of tissues. Because no, it's still stuffy, but tissue box empty. It didn't even look that empty. Like, I didn't realize how few were left. I got that fun song stuck in my head. I can't freaking breathe! After this battle, I'm gonna see if there's another box of tissues in the bathroom I can steal. If they're down the basement, that's like double annoying. What, even have a strategy? Yes! What do you mean, do we have a strategy? We beat them every single time, the exact same way. We have fought, this is the 4th time we have fought them this stream. What do you mean, do you even have a strategy? You've been watching me beat them repeatedly. Like, you should be able to view the stream and figure out the strategy. You know how the game works.
Magic, mine.
What do you mean, do you even have a strategy? And why did you phrase it like that? Do you even as a strategy sounds confrontational? Casters. So pips, what pips do, you get a new pip every round. There are different types of pips. Let's just forget about all the colors and shit for now. But like, so those pips control what you're allowed to cast. They're like a measure of stored power. So sometimes something will take 1 pip or 2 pips, or like 6, 8, 10 pips. Judgment takes X number of pips. X means it uses up every pip you have, and it does 100 damage per pip. Like Mana in Magic the Gathering, yeah. Except Mana is like something different. Mana is kind of useless, I'm gonna be honest. Mana is kind of an underutilized and kind of useless mechanic because you get so much of it. In theory, you use as much mana as you use up pips per spell, but you have such a well of it that it's very unlikely you're actually ever going to run out. It's kind of there because it's always been there. And you can use it for some other things outside of battle, like leaving teleportation markers, but even then, it's unlikely you'll really run out. But yeah, the pips, you get a little... Pips are, yeah, a measure of what you can cast. There are funky colors. So these white pips are normal pips. They are 1 minute to a power together and required to cast spells or summon things in the game. Yeah, that sounds fairly similar to power pips. Anyways, one is out there. Sure, there was a reason for it when it first came. I mean, I played in like 2009. I started playing this game in 2009 when I was a kid. And I don't recall there being much different from mana. Like, you used up a little bit of mana at a time when casting spells, the same amount as your pips.
Makes power.
But it just kind of became obsolete over time, because you were never really at risk of losing all your mana. Like, theoretically, yes, it could happen, but it would be quite uncommon. It's not something you ever thought about, really. Like, maybe, like, low-level characters who don't have much equipment yet are more of a risk, but the higher level you get, the less you ever have to think about it. But yeah, that's a good comparison of Apollyon. There's a whole lot of different types of pips, too. So these white pips are standard pips. They represent 1 pip each. These yellow pips here, these are power pips. You have a chance to get them each round instead of a normal pip. That chance increases with level and can also be increased by the gear you wear. Those count as 2 pips for the sake of spells for your own school. You'll see there are, okay, you can't, some, like that black pip there, you can also choose to get school pips. Hey, thank you for helping me with the badge. That was a huge help. That was a huge help. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I know you gotta run. Thanks, bunches. So you can actually change your school pips, like on a whim. And where the fuck's the button? So I can change what school pips I get. But that basically, that's for like your secondary school. If you're speccing into additional school, you can only pick 1. But like basically a school pip is like a power pip, but it'll count as 2 pips for like that school. And then there's shadow pips for shadow magic was like a whole other thing. Look, this game is like a bajillion years old. There's so many mechanics. Oops, let's have someone with you in a game that has 0 respect. Solo. Yeah, this game is not very nice for people who like to play solo. Are these guys gonna run in? I could join them. First of all, I can do some spell writing. I know I have enough for some stuff, so give me a second. Ah, there was already 4 people. Okay, so I can upgrade Mocking Spiel. Oh, not enough? It said I had enough. The thing fucking lied to me. It's saying I only need 50, but I need 100. Oh, I need 50 if I want to do that, but I don't. Got it. So if I want to... Oh, I can upgrade. Okay. Okay, I can upgrade that. Should play School of Deaths for soloing? Well, I don't really have that. This is one main character I've played since I was a kid. And so that's the character I have. That's the one I've always used. And I'm often forced to play solo because I stream the game. And I can't exactly always have a team lined up beforehand. Like, sometimes people will join me, sometimes they won't, but a lot of the time I am forced to solo. Like due to my circumstances, I have a balanced character. And sometimes if I can't find people to play with, I'm forced to solo, because I gotta stream. I gotta stream. So my options are a bit limited in that regard. Oh, for any players thinking of soloing. Gotcha. That's fine, don't worry. So this guy drops. He does drop the abomination one. I need. I believe so anyway. Yeah, he should. Got the deck. Yes, Chris, I've seen the movie Cars. I have seen the movie Cars, believe me. What have I picked up? Picked up another one of those, which is not what I was looking for. Alright, let me... This isn't so bad for grinding, honestly, but I gotta figure out, like, I have all the badges, so in theory I can craft all the things, but I need... Yes, Mental Ice, I'm still in Darkmoor. I have not left. I thought you played this game. How do you know so little of the game? Like, you've watched me explore through all of Darkmoor. You should know what Darkmoor looks like. I'm constantly baffled why you have to ask these questions. Why do I need to think of something happy right now? Like, why do I need to think of something happy right now? Like, why? I'm already happy. You think I'm not happy? Yeah, I gotta piss. I'm gonna be honest, the horse really has to piss. I'll be back in just a moment, okay? Behave yourselves. Alright, I'm back. Hey, what are you guys up to? Water Pegasus go to water. Alright. So what do I actually need from this list? Because I already have this. My gear is already better than that, so I don't need that. Abomination Stompers. So that's 1, 2. It's better than what I have. That's like 10, yeah, significantly better. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 6 items from this list. Guys, I'm back! Why is there still chaos? I'm back! Let me just see what each boss has. Because I have enough to make a bunch of these. I got everything I need. Let me see what each boss drops. So from him, I would still need the fucking Doomed Abomination Athname. So he still drops that. Oh, he also has the robe. So he also has the robe. Wait, I don't need the robe. So that doesn't even matter. I don't need the robe. I just said that. I did see you say that, Christopher. I'm doing fine, though. Don't you worry. Doesn't even matter. Let's just figure out, do we want any of these pins? All we're looking for is storm disabling pins. He does sell the disabling pin we want. So he sells 2 things we want. He drops 2 things we want. The disabling pin and the knife. So he drops these 2 things. What does the Hierophant of Destruction drop? French toast sticks or just fish sticks for breakfast? Alright. Okay, so they sell the amulet. They drop the amulet. They only drop the amulet and that's about it. I don't need any more pins. There's only the only 1 pin we need, the disabling pin. She dropped some bright items. What am I looking for? Wow. Bright pill citrine, bright damage citrine. She drops bright damage citrines, at least. She does not drop the helpful ones. So we need the jewel. So she drops an amulet and a jewel. The next boss. Let's look at Sister Sanderson. Oh yeah, I'm sure plenty of the other horses are doing good. I know a lot of other horse streamers. Okay, so she drops the ring. And some pins. The 1 pin I needed was Storm disabling pin. But she does not drop. So the only item from her I need would be the ring. So she only drops the ring, and that's the only thing I need from her. And I'm assuming Balura will have literally everything else. Yep. He's got the hat. He's got the boots. He's got the wand. He does also have the storm disabling pin I want. So unfortunately, as much as I hate it, Balor might just be the guy to do. Yes, I have done collabs with other ponies, Christopher. There's way more than just the ones you saw in that video, though. There's way more. I'm sure they're doing alright. Even if they ain't doing alright, it's like, I don't know, that doesn't feel appropriate to talk about on stream. Okay, flawless, accurate situation. Yep, he drops that. I don't see a flawless health opal. Doesn't have the bright health or the bright damage. It doesn't drop the flawless health opal. So, yeah, Balua drops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different items we want. Miss Anderson only drops 1 item, so I think it makes sense to just make the ring and not worry about fighting her anymore. I think it just makes sense to just make the ring. And unfortunately, like, just fight Balor because he dropped so much of the stuff we want. So we might as well just fight him. So now we never have to think about Sister Sanderson again, because we have, like, the items. You want me to stretch? Alright, I can stretch. Stretch left, stretch right, stretch backwards. Well, if you miss them, Christopher, they all have their own YouTube and Twitch channels. Like, literally in the description of that video, I have links to everyone's social medias. Like, you could just go to their YouTube or Twitch channels, or their Twitters, or their Discords, or whatever. They're not hard to find. Like, they haven't vanished into thin air. I actually have exactly enough to make something else. Hang on. The Sister Sin, the Hierophant of the Sea. Wait a minute. I'm like freaking looking at this and I'm getting myself confused. Hang on. Raymond Garland drops the disabling pin in the Athens. Hierophant drops the amulet and the damage citrine. Let me just see. So it's the amulet or the Athame. Wayman Golem is just annoying because you have to do like it's not a hard fight. No. The Athame costs more. I think it would make sense to trade for the lesser ones. Let me just see the difference between, okay, the disabling pin and the damage citrine. Hey, let me see how much those cost. $12 and $10. How many of each would I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they both have 5. And we need 5 of each. So it's 50 versus like 60? Yeah, it's 50 or versus 60. Yeah, agreement gone. Not that much of a difference. I guess it's just a choice of which one would I rather fight over and over again. Honestly, the Gray Man Golems are pretty easy. Let's just make the... I guess we'll save up for the Athame. I guess we'll just save up for the Athame, I think. We'll save up for the Athame next, I think. That's the plan. Hi, Catman. Hawaii Kawaii Dragoness. Hi, Big Gamer. So unfortunately. Unfortunately, we're gonna be fighting stupid-ass Balor. I mean, Balor's not that bad if you have a competent team, but if you don't have a competent team, watch out. Which outfit do I enjoy wearing? All of them. They're my outfits. I got them made for me, so I like all of them. There's none of them that I dislike. Nike doesn't count as an outfit, chat, before you say anything. Oh, cantrip chest. The shirts, yes, I like both of them. I like both of them, I've worn both of them before. My birthday suit. Oh, wait, hold on, I had to teleport to you. I'm stupid. I had both of them made just for me, so I like both of them. Why would I get one made if I don't like it? I'm trying to remember what I did last time. Like that first fight. Let me pull up last week's VOD just so I don't have to look up last week's VOD next week. Technically a birthday suit. Shut up, chat. Where did the term birthday suit even come from anyway? Wait, I didn't want to edit, I wanted to watch it. Figure out what freaking cards I use for this. Come on, girl. Let me see what cards you used last time. Come on, let me see. Need to know what the fuck to put in my deck. Okay, that's too far in the future. I see. Okay, so it was just these. So what I had in my deck before was... like all of those for some reason. Quite quite that many, but I'll make some adjustments. I'll take a couple of those. I'll take a couple, no, not those. Couple of these. I'll take a couple less of those, because maybe I don't need that many. And the global would be a good idea. Yes, that's one of the emotes, Christopher. That's one of the emotes. You can't see it because you don't have the browser extension installed. Down in the description, there's links. If you're watching this on your phone, unfortunately the browser extensions won't work, but because you need to be on a computer. But I believe it's what are the two? It's like 7TV and better TTV, I believe. Yeah. If you install either 7TV or better TTV, it will actually work on YouTube. You'll actually be able to see it on YouTube. If you install either of those onto your browser, when somebody says those words, use better TTV. I have all of them installed because I'm insane and stupid. So don't be like me. But like, if you have any of them installed, when somebody says the passion block or the name of another emote, it'll actually show up in chat. So you can't see it because you don't have the extension installed, is what's happening here. Seems like a good enough deck. I'm gonna take care of a couple other things. And then I'm gonna refill my potions, because why not? There's another one there, right there. Yep, Passion Nodders. If you had the extension, it would show me nodding as an emote. That's how it works. Took a lot of time to upload all those emotes. And the good part is it's completely free. I wonder how many other pony streamers actually have their stuff. Oh, you looked it up? Birthday suit means being completely naked. I knew that much. Face an 18th century joke. Basically into the suit of clothes when they were born. Oh! I thought it was just something about, well, it's my birthday, so I deserve to wear my birthday suit. But no, it's because you were naked when you were born. Oh! Unfortunately, they can't see that because they're on YouTube. It just shows them the name again. Because they're on YouTube, it just shows them Passio86 Nod is the Twitch name for the emote. Yeah, mine is still better. 24 versus 22. Housing, sell. There we go. Can't use any of those, so might as well sell them. Critical citrine. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, I got... Oh, it's a damaged onyx. I want a damaged citrine. Not a storm punishing pin, but what I want is a storm disabling pin. I'm glad you're a little better health-wise. Oh, your dad fixed your Xbox 360 after 6 years. Damn. Cool, you kept it around this long. But yeah, I wonder how many other pony streamers actually bother to upload their emotes to 7TV or better TTV. Or Flankerface Z. Like, I wonder how many other pony streamers actually bother. I've uploaded to all three, because once I see something, like, I gotta get it done, you know? That's why there's always so fucking much on my to-do list, but... Right, I want to refill my potion bottles. I can just go to this lady. Alright, chat. So we went a little further than originally intended to, but that's fine because I started at 9 a.m. like I wanted to. Ah, okay. You're worried about wrecking it because you're sick. I understand that. I understand that. But I do need to start getting ready for work. Thankfully, I have more time than I usually do because I wasn't in a rush this time. But let's figure out who we can raid into. Gonna have some yummy lunch. Gonna get to work. Gonna come. Just how it goes. Yeah. Feel bad for you who came in, but that's why I went a little long because I saw some people come in. Bye, Christopher. Wow, that's a lot of viewers. What are they doing? Let me go make sure. All you can do is stay hydrated. Hydrated is very important. You keep that up. Alright, we're gonna go say hi to Tree Tender. Alright, Twitch people, we're gonna raid. Everyone else, have a nice day. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. And I'll see everyone whenever you can join me next. Bye, guys. Bye.